The shadow of Cretan Talos, the bronze automaton. On the sun-scorched island of Crete, where the Aegean waves crashed upon jagged cliffs, a guardian of bronze patrolled its shores. Talos, the colossal automaton, gleamed under Helios's watchful gaze, his metal skin burning hot as he circled the island thrice each day. Forged by Hephaestus himself and gifted to King Minos by Zeus, Talos was the last of his kind, a being of unyielding metal crafted not from flesh but from divine ingenuity. Bound by duty, Talos protected Crete from all invaders. With his immense strength he hurled boulders at approaching ships, sending them to watery graves. Those who dared land upon the sacred soil found themselves crushed beneath his massive feet or incinerated by his molten hot embrace. Within his body a single ichor-filled vein, sealed at the ankle with a nail of bronze, sustained his life, the very essence of his divine animation. It was during the voyage of the Argonauts that fate wove its final thread for Talos. As Jason and his band of heroes neared Crete, their ship, the Argo, met the automaton's wrath. From the shore, Talos stood as an immovable titan, hurling stones with devastating precision. The Argonauts, though mighty, knew no blade could pierce the bronze hide of their foe. Panic gripped them, until Medea, the sorceress of Colchis, stepped forward. "This creature is beyond mortal strength," said Jason, his voice taut with urgency. "No spear nor sword can break its form. Medea, is there no magic that can aid us?" Medea, dark-eyed and enigmatic, stepped forward, her silken robes billowing in the sea wind. "There is always a way," she murmured, her fingers tracing arcane symbols in the air. "Talos is not a mindless beast. He thinks, he feels in whatever way a creature of bronze may. That is where his weakness lies." The crew turned to her, desperation flickering in their eyes. "You mean to speak to it?" asked Orpheus, gripping his lyre. Medea nodded. "He is bound by duty, but duty is a chain that can be loosened. Watch and do not interfere." Stepping onto the deck's edge, she raised her arms and called upon the unseen forces of Nyx and Hecate. Her voice carried over the waves, an incantation of persuasion, weaving a web of drowsy enchantment around Talos' mind. "Guardian of Crete, great sentinel of the shore," she intoned, her voice a blend of power and honeyed allure. "You have watched the tides rise and fall, the sun cross the sky 1,000 times over. Have you not earned rest? Has your burden not grown heavy?" Talos faltered. The stones in his massive hands remained unthrown. He blinked, his eyes glowing embers as if the notion of rest had never occurred to him before. Medea pressed on, sensing the hesitation. "You were forged for a purpose, yet your hands have known only destruction. Is there no part of you that longs to be free? To feel the earth beneath your feet and not march upon it in endless duty?" A long groan rumbled from within the automaton. He swayed slightly, his massive feet unsettling the ground beneath him. Jason edged closer, whispering to Medea, "Whatever you're doing, it's working. But how do we stop him for good?" Medea's eyes flickered toward Talos' ankle, the single point of vulnerability. "His life flows through bronze held by a single nail. If I can make him see it, make him question it, he will undo himself." She turned back to Talos, her voice cut through the roar of the sea. "Your strength comes from within, yet you are bound by a single tether. If you would be free, you need only release yourself." A great silence fell upon the shore. Talos, the towering guardian, bent down, his massive fingers grasping at his ankle. The Argonauts watched, breathless, as his unyielding will began to unravel. With a single pull, the nail slid free. Golden ichor, the lifeblood of the gods, poured forth in luminous rivers. Talos let out a sound that was neither pain nor relief, but something ancient and deep. His towering form trembled, then collapsed, shaking the very land with his fall. The Argonauts stood in awed silence, watching as the last bronze guardian of Crete lay still. The sea murmured against the rocks, carrying away the echoes of his final stand. Crete lay open, unguarded. But no warrior cheered, no hero boasted, for they had not bested Talos with strength but with sorcery. And as the Argonauts departed, Medea alone turned back, her gaze lingering upon the fallen guardian. For even she, a mistress of enchantment, knew that there was something sacred in the unyielding loyalty of a protector that had never known rest. And so, beneath the stars of the Aegean sky, the bronze sentinel's shadow stretched long upon the land, his legend echoing in the whispers of the wind and the tide, a testament to the last guardian of Crete.